Get ready for a journey through an alternate reality, where the story of Cain and Abel took a different turn. A story of redemption, rebuilding, and hope. What if the first crime in human history had never happened? What if, instead of hatred, there was forgiveness? What if Cain had chosen a different path? Before the blood, before the curse, before the pain, there were only two brothers, one moment, a destiny that could have changed everything. At the dawn of humanity, among shadows and dust, two brothers lived under the Creator's gaze. Cain, the cultivator, Abel, the shepherd. Both sons of Adam and Eve, but destined for different paths. The sky was clear, the ground still damp from the first rains. Cain rose early. He washed his face with river water and walked to the field. The heads of wheat swayed in the gentle breeze. It was time to offer God the fruits of his labor. He harvested quickly. He piled up grains, some roots, ripe fruits, arranged everything on flat stones, without much ceremony. It was what he had and what he deemed fair. Later, Abel approached. He carried on his shoulders a newborn lamb, the strongest of the flock. It was not just any animal. It was the firstborn of the best generation of sheep he had ever raised. Abel laid it on the altar, wrapped its head with olive leaves, and then, with trembling hands, made the sacrifice. It is said that at that moment, a different wind blew. Fire came out from the Lord and consumed the sacrifice with intensity. A column of smoke rose straight, steady, pointing toward the sky, as if God himself was guiding it. Cain's altar, however, smoldered slowly. The wind scattered the smoke to the side. God did not speak, but the gesture was clear. In that moment, that history nearly broke. Cain clenched his fists. He felt fury and envy burning in his heart. Diabolical images and terrible actions invaded his mind. A sense of vengeance gleamed in his eyes. Why are you angry, and why has your countenance fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do well, sin lies at the door, and its desire is for you, but you must rule over it. The field fell silent. Abel slept in peace, unaware that he had escaped the abyss. And Cain spent the entire night digging. But not to hide a body, he was building an altar. A new one, taller and greater. At dawn, he invited Abel. Together, they burned the meat and the wheat. They mixed sweat, faith, and repentance in the same sacrifice. God did not speak, but the wind brought a gentle breeze, and the two brothers smiled. The days went by. Cain and Abel brought together their tents, their children, their tools, and their faith. They created what would become the first city of men. Cain named it Enoch, in honor of his firstborn, but also as a sign of a new beginning, a city born not of blood, but of reconciliation. Enoch became a refuge. There, the people farmed and herded side by side. The traditions of Cain and Abel blended in festivals and rituals. The altar was shared, the prayer united. And where hatred could have birthed war, culture was born. Without the first murder, the burden of the curse did not fall upon the land. The lineage of Cain and Abel grew in balance. Technology and faith walked hand in hand. Sometimes, all it takes to change the fate of the world is a single second of choice. Did you enjoy this content? Don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss the upcoming biblical themes that will make you reflect. This video is not intended to disrespect anyone's faith or alter the history of the Bible. Our goal is to present a study based on different historical perspectives, exploring events from new angles. Receive this content with an open mind and mutual respect.